Hi, my name's John Abraham. I'm one of the survivors of our aneurysm group, and everybody's got a story, and I've got mine. It's about, 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago. Got up one morning, went in to take a shower to get ready for work, and something happened. I just had all of a sudden the onset of a very bad headache. You could feel something wrong in your head, and a little bit of nausea, and you start thinking in the shower, like, this is the strangest flu I'm coming down with here. I hope it doesn't last that long. Got dressed, went downstairs, didn't feel like eating breakfast, didn't tell the wife I was feeling bad. Figured, well, it's just something I'm coming down with. I better get in the office. I've got some stuff I gotta get done. And if I'm gonna get sick for the next couple of days, to heck with it, but get something done. Get to the office, and all of a sudden I realized I don't have a fever. The headache is pretty bad. It's almost like a mohawk haircut going right down the center of your skull and down your neck. Talked to my buddy Mike here, and I said, you know what, I think I'm going to go over to see my doctor. And my doctor is part of MD VIP group, which is a boutique doctor, so I can get in anytime. Called over there, and they said, why don't you come on right on over? But meanwhile, I've looked on the laptop, started looking at MD Web and some of the other on the internet question and answers about illnesses. And I started putting in the symptoms, and lo and behold, you started seeing too many yeses in the column instead of checking no's. And all of a sudden I realized here's the symptoms of an aneurysm and maybe something else. So you read about that quickly, and you realize they say 50% or approximately 50% of the people never even make it to the hospital. And they also tell you, for goodness sakes, you're feeling tired, you're feeling kind of miserable, don't lie down, don't take a nap, don't take an aspirin, seek medical assistance quickly. So who am I to argue with that? I decided to go see the doctor as quick as I could. Drove over there, going to see him, and he starts doing some checks real quick, started to check. He says it's only two possible things, and neither one of them are good. And he said, we need you to get down to the hospital and get a scan and see what's going on here. And then he starts looking around and says, where's your wife, Julie? And I said, she's not here. I drove over here. And he kind of gives me that look. And I said, and I got to get down to the hospital to get the scan, because they say half the people don't even make it to the hospital. And he's going, but. And I'm going, I'm out of here. I got to go. Which probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but it was the fastest thing to do. They were waiting, and they come in and they look at you. They already had a phone call from the doctor's office. And this is when the fun starts. They start setting you up for a scan. And I'd already been through one of these before for the cancer, so I said, well, I know what I'm doing. This is good. Scan yourself and you wait. The scans came back, and they said, and the doctor came over to see me from the Christ Hospital, and he said, here's where it is, and it's something we call the Circle of Willis. And meanwhile, my whole brain's just thinking, Willis, that's Gary Coleman on that TV show. What you talking about, Willis? So I'm sitting there in my own mind saying, what's this guy talking about? This is great. And he's telling me, for this situation, we think it's best that we send you over to the special group over at University of Cincinnati's hospital. Over to University Hospital for the specialist group over there. And that once again, they repeat some scans and everything else. And it was quite apparent I had a bleed in the brain. And as the surgeon comes into the room, in the middle of the night, it was like 3 in the morning or something, 4 in the morning. Those guys start way too early in the day. And he starts explaining what you're going to go through. Here's where it is. He explains the possible solutions, one of which is to go up through your groin with a stent, whatever, to go up to your brain, and they put what I equivalent is a little coil into the opening, and then they glue it in place, so to speak. Or they can use a titanium clip. And he starts explaining they have to lower the fluid level in your brain and your skull so they can get in there and go around and do some things. And I asked him, well, what has the best warranty? I mean, what's the best percentage of win? And he said, well, the titanium clip's been out there longer, we have better statistics, but we have to, cut your skull and cut your scalp and all that. And I said, well, I'll go with the higher percentage answer on this question, so let's go with the old-fashioned ones, do that. And you go into the surgery, and everybody's, worried, and I'm like, what's to worry about? It's out of your hands. You're in the hands of some professionals and God. That's it. So go for it. So you wake up afterwards, and you got staples in your head, and you feel like you've been in a bar room for 3 nights in a row or something with a bad hangover. But I was lucky, to come out of it. So, but the point is, from all this is if you suspect you're having an aneurysm, that's what our whole group is all about, telling people what the conditions are and raising awareness. The last thing you want to do is lay down and take a nap, because some people never wake up from that nap because the bleed turns into a total blowout or what have you. And if you don't seek medical attention, if you're a guy who think you're going to grunt your way through this, you better think twice about it, because something like this can kill you very quickly. So, and that's the whole awareness issue that the aneurysm group here in Cincinnati is trying to put out into the social media. So that's my story, and I'm fine.